Welcome back to High Stakes. Today, we will be discussing the following NFL matches that is happening on Monday, October 2nd, 2023. We will be providing our team, total, and prop picks for the day. Before we get started, please remember to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. If you want access to our premium picks, you can check out our Patreon page. You can find the link to our Patreon page in the description and comment section below. The Seattle Seahawks have maintained an impeccable record of 5 wins at MetLife Stadium, where they remain undefeated. Among these victories, they have triumphed over the Giants 3 times, secured 1 win against the Jets, and famously won the Super Bowl with Russell Wilson at the helm. To uphold this trend, Seattle must continue their recent trend of high-scoring performances. They impressively notched 37 points in consecutive games to defeat both the Lions and the Panthers. Seattle's offensive success has been built on a foundation of long drives and effective ball control. Through 3 games, their longest play has been a 36-yard run by Kenneth Walker III, who serves as the lead running back for the Seahawks. Walker III has amassed 204 rushing yards this season and is responsible for all 4 of the team's rushing touchdowns. His recent performance against Carolina was particularly noteworthy, as he ran for 97 yards and scored 2 touchdowns. Geno Smith has been instrumental in revitalizing his career with the Seahawks. He boasts an impressive completion rate of 68.9% on his passes, averaging 245.3 yards per game, with 4 touchdowns and just 1 interception. Seattle's top 2 receivers, DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett, employ different styles on the field. Metcalf, with an average of 15.6 yards per catch, specializes in deep routes, while Lockett, with 7.9 yards per catch, excels in short route plays. While Noah Fant provides a reliable option at tight end, he has accumulated only 97 receiving yards over 3 games. On the defensive side, Seattle has faced challenges, allowing an average of 29.3 points per game. Only the Giants, Bears, and Broncos have conceded more points in the league. Leading the defensive charge is Bobby Wagner, who has racked up a team-high 33 tackles this season. The Seahawks have managed just 5 sacks so far this season, with defensive tackle Jarran Reed leading the way with 2. Cornerback Trey Brown is responsible for Seattle's sole interception this year. The Giants have played, realistically, 2 good quarters out of the 12 they've had this season. That's not a recipe for success against any team, which is a major problem for them in a tough NFC East where they are looking up at everyone else. While Seattle is dealing with their share of injuries, they are getting some key pieces trending in the right direction. Rick Woolen and Jamal Adams were full participants in practice Friday and should be in action here. That will bolster the defense, especially when you're facing a Giants offensive line that has had issues protecting Jones. Jones is 1-11 in primetime games as a starting QB, the worst record of any quarterback post-merger. Throw in the Giants have dropped 7 straight Monday night games, and that the Seahawks have had their number of late to tilt the scales against the hosts. Take Seattle on the road as they earn a 3rd straight victory. Also take the over. New York has had extra time off after getting hammered on Thursday Night Football on the road by the 49ers in their previous game. The Giants fell to 1-2 on the season and stand in the cellar of the NFC East as they attempt to level their record on the year by prevailing at home. Against San Francisco, New York never led in the game. They were tied at 3 after the opening quarter, only to trail 17-6 at the half. The Giants got as close as 17-12 early in the 3rd quarter, but gave up the game's final 13 points to wind up with the loss. New York was outgained 441-150 in total offense, batted 26-10 in first downs, and dominated 39-10-20-50 in time of possession while committing the game's only turnover. For the season, the Giants are averaging 165.3 yards per game through the air, leaving them 28th in the league in that department. New York is running for an average of 88 yards per contest, leaving them 24th in the league in that category. The Giants are 31st in the league in scoring offense as they put up an average of 14.3 points per game this season. New York is 30th in the league in scoring defense by giving up an average of 32.7 points a contest. Daniel Jones has completed 63 of 97 passes for 562 yards with 2 touchdowns and 4 interceptions while getting sacked 12 times this season. He is second on the team with 24 carries for 107 yards plus a score on the ground. Tyrod Taylor is 2 of 3 for 6 yards while running once for 2 yards on the year. Saquon Barkley leads the team in rushing as he has run the ball 29 times for 114 yards and a score. Matt Breida, 7 carries, 31 yards, TD, and Gary Brightwell, 5 carries, 10 yards, are next in line in that department. Tight end Darren Waller, 132 yards, leads the team with 12 receptions on the season. Darius Slayton, 9 catches, 109 yards, Barkley, 9 catches, 41 yards, TD, Isaiah Hodgins, 5 grabs, 64 yards, TD, and Paris Campbell, 11 receptions, 47 yards, are other options that have seen their fair share of action in the passing game this season. Graham Gano has hit all 4 extra point attempts and 3 of 5 field goal attempts with a long of 57 this season. The Giants have their own injury worries ahead of this contest. Tackle Andrew Thomas, hamstring, did not practice Friday and is trending toward missing the contest. Defensive lineman DJ Davidson, elbow, linebacker Azeez Ojulari, hamstring, tight end Daniel Bellinger, neck, and Barkley, ankle, were limited Friday. Watch for updates on their statuses as the weekend goes on to get an idea about whether they'll suit up for the game. The Seattle Seahawks have exceeded the total points threshold in their last 2 games, and once again, their offense is expected to be the driving force behind surpassing this mark. They have impressively scored 37 points in consecutive weeks, and the New York Giants are currently showcasing one of the weakest defensive performances in the league. Seattle recently conceded 27 points to the Panthers and Andy Dalton, which further suggests that their defense may not be the strongest. Daniel Jones, the Giants' quarterback, is known for his ability to use his legs to extend drives and find opportunities to score. The Giants are also likely to adapt to playing without Barkley and devise a new game plan to improve upon the mere 12 points they scored last week. Both teams are anticipated to aim at outscoring each other, as both defensive units have struggled to make key stops.